Hey Peekabaloos, and happy 2020! I know that it has been the new year for a couple of weeks now, but this is my first video for 2020, so I just wanted to wish you guys all a happy new year. And with the new year, I will be taking a look at a new to me subscription box, but in no way is it a new anime subscription box. And of course, that is Lootaku. Now, some of you actually recommended this box to me, and I had been following their website for a while trying to find a good month to subscribe to, and for this particular month they put in 2 prize figures. And for those of you unfamiliar with the Lootaku box, it is an anime subscription box that runs you about $44.99 plus shipping if you go with their month-to-month subscription, which is what I did here so I could check it out. So it is on the higher end of anime subscription boxes, not too much, but it is one of the more expensive ones. However, look how big this box is. So I'm hoping it's gonna be totally worth it. So let's check it out. And of course, let's go with our first peek. And I really love how this looks like a treasure chest. So here is the first peek. The box is quite larger than what's inside, so you guys kind of just have an idea of what was the prize figures because they're right there on top. So I'm a little bummed that they didn't fill it up, but again, let's see what is inside. So the first thing I have here is what every subscription box needs, no matter the genre, and of course that is the information card. And I'm not going to show you the front really right now because it does show you all of the items inside. Of course the back is just plain, as you guys just saw, so I will show you that a little bit later on just so you can kind of get a feel of what their info cards look like. So let's go ahead and pull out our first item, which is this gorgeous Demon Slayer pin. And it says it is a limited edition enamel pin with our main character here, Tanjiro, and it looks like he's in his water breathing form. This pin is gorgeous and it is so substantial. Like, look at the size of this. The packaging itself is like almost the size of my full hand, not just my palm. And as you can see, the pen itself is almost as big as the packaging, which is probably the size of my palm. So it is such a large, substantial piece, and it is so beautiful. Like, I can't stop looking at it. So this first piece, even though really small, actually really impressed me. So if you are a Demon Slayer fan, especially if you want to do like a Demon Slayer Ita bag, this would be a great like centerpiece for that. So that's pretty cool. So let me reach in and find our next item. And we have a t-shirt. So let's just get this open. Before I show you this t-shirt, spoilers. So if you haven't seen Black Clover and you care about what happens, maybe just skip a little bit. I don't normally suggest this, but kind of spoilers. So anyway, here's the shirt. It is of Asta in his demon form. And again, this is a limited collection. So it looks like this is 132 out of 360. I don't know if I've ever had a t-shirt be numbered like that. Now I don't know if I want to wear it. It's also like a bit big for me. I think it's more of Dan's size, but I could still fit into this and probably rock it. But again, it's like a limited edition. There's only like 360 of these. So I feel really bad about wearing it, but it is really cool. As I said, it is Asta in his demon form, and the outline here of the demon form is really cool. It's sort of like a shiny purple color, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, I've never had a limited edition t-shirt in the way that they number it like you would see like Prince or something. So that is new to me. Have you guys ever seen that before? Let me know in the comments down below. Then for our final 2 items, they are the prize figures. So in this particular box, we only got 4 items, but I will say more about what I think of that at the end. So let's check out the first figure, which again, we have Asta from Black Clover. So this is a Band Presto prize figure, and it looks like there's two different versions here on the side. There is an A and a B, and it looks like we got A. So you know what we gotta do next. I'm gonna open it up and check it out. I love that fresh figure smell. It's probably not the greatest smell in the world, but if you're a figure collector and you've opened up a lot of figures, it's just nice. So here is the figure. We're gonna have to put it together just a little bit, but it shouldn't be too difficult, I wouldn't think. And it does come with a plain black base. And I think you guys know my thoughts on plain black bases by now, but if you don't, I'm not a huge fan of them, but it's a prize figure, so I kind of give them a pass. I'm just gonna stick this here right into his butt cheek, because that's normal. Here we are! He's all put together, finally. Overall, I think he does look pretty good. Some of these smaller details look really nice and crisp. From what I can see, of course, prize figures are usually lower quality, almost always. So there are a couple of things that I think they could have improved on, but that's normal with prize figures. And one of the things I think that bothers me the most is you stick his sword here in his hand, but the back piece is already attached. It's not something you place in there. And if you look at it from certain angles, it looks like the handle is sort of bent or broken because it doesn't quite line up. But if you're not gonna be like really examining it, you probably wouldn't notice it at a glance. So overall, I think it is a pretty good prize figure. I especially like the details on his face. So it's definitely a nice figure overall in my book. And our last item is a Tanjiro prize figure from, again, Demon Slayer. So I guess there's only two different animes in this box. This is also a figure by Band Presto, and again, there are two different variants, though this time they're not the same character, but here we have Tanjiro, and let's just open him up and see what he looks like. Again, that figure smell. And here is how he is packaged. He is a headless one. Those are always a little bit disturbing to me, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to package them. And again, we have another plain black base. And if you guys can see this, we're going to have to do some maneuvering to get both of his feet to fit into both pegs, because as they are right now, they just don't reach both of them, which is kind of normal for prize figures, and they are a little bit, not bendy, but you can move them a tiny bit. So as you can see, it does fit inside, and there we have it. So overall, again, this one looks pretty nice. I love the details on his face, and even his earrings look pretty cool. I do notice that it is a little bit sloppy around his belt buckle area with the paint, but overall, I think he's pretty nice. So, what are my overall thoughts here on this box? Initially, when opening it up, especially because of the size of the box, I did feel like it was a bit empty, but they probably have one standard size box, and it would cost more money for them to produce different ones each time to fit the items inside, so I can kind of see why they didn't go that route. And as I said, this is on the higher end of subscription boxes, with it coming out to a little over $50 as the shipping isn't included. But if you look at the value of the items inside, I think it would pretty much match up, especially because you get two prize figures. Totally missed this on the first look of the info card, but it looks like Lootaku did the research for you, saying what the average price of the items inside were at the time of them writing the info card, and they estimate this box to be a value of $88 in USD. So overall, what did I personally think of December's Demons Lootaku box? Well, I'm really happy with it, actually. I think that maybe they could have done a little bit of variation instead of only having two series, just to kind of give you more variety in the box. But I am really happy with all of the items, the prize figures, the shirt, the pin. I think they're all really nice items and definitely worth it. So if these kind of things interest you, and not just this theme, because you know, the January theme is completely different, February's will be different, but if these kind of things interest you, then I definitely would say check it out. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Peekabloos!